Hello, everybody. Welcome to what is turning out to be a very action-packed Thursday evening. As you all may have seen on live TV, we've seen the police build up their presence outside Arvind Kejriwal's residence. The reason for that is that there is presently what can be described as an ED raid of some sort going on in his residence because they didn't arrive there with summons. So it was obviously a search operation that came in. There are two teams, from what I understand, of officers who are inside the residence at this present point of time. And as of now, as per latest reports, his, uh, his statement is being recorded. And there is a build-up, of course, of also Aam Aadmi Party workers who are threatening to lie down. Some of them are already lying down outside the residence. The police have brought in vans because there's going to be a lot of drama that goes down tonight. Pallavi, I want to come to you. Did you anticipate this? I mean, you're on the political beat. Did anyone think that this could happen this evening?
Yeah, we were getting this kind of an indication at weather over the last couple of days, and especially because there is a kind of a threshold. You've got 9 summons, you don't turn up, and I think even the ARP was very much aware of that something could happen like this, which perhaps explains why you suddenly had Arvind Kejriwal going to court today. He went to High Court, which of course was rejected, and he's just moved the Supreme Court for an urgent hearing. He wanted it by midnight. That's not going to be happening. It's only going to happen tomorrow. So it's not that the indications were not there. The indications were very much there. And remember, Kejriwal has been going on and on talking about it. They're going to pick me up. They're going to arrest me. Of course, this is something he's been doing for the last couple of months because he also wants to keep his cadre together and for that euphoria and so on and so forth. For the cadre, that is for that matter. But I think the fact that he was going to court, he decided to go to court and he wanted a restraining order, physical presence, he himself went. Then, saying that, okay, I'm going to. His defiance also was kind of running out. So I think it was just a matter of time. We still have to wait to see because the ED team is still inside and no official word has come out as yet. So we'll have to wait to see whether it happens or if it doesn't happen, what is it that's likely to happen. But clearly the alarm bells are ringing for him.
Hmm. राजीव जी, दिस हैज बीन गोइंग ऑन सिंस सितंबर. एक के बाद एक उनको समन पे समन मिल रही है. ये खुद आईआरएस ऑफिसर रहे हैं. ही इज बीन इन द सर्विस एंड ईडी के ऑफिसर्स आईआरएस और कस्टम सेंट्रल एक्साइज से ही आते हैं ज्यादातर. He has been in the service, so it's not like he's not familiar with the procedure or what happens when these summons are sent out and what is expected of the person who's receiving those summons. तो ये इन्होंने काफी समय तक डिले किया है. And like Pallavi is saying, this confrontation was anticipated. आपको क्या लग रहा है? आपको लग रहा है कि आज we could possibly see an arrest of some sort? अनम्यूट कर लीजिए अपने आप को.
मुझे लगता है कि आज शायद अरेस्ट नहीं हो. उसके कुछ कारण भी अपेरेंटली दिखते हैं. बट वन थिंग इज फॉर श्योर, nobody, probably neither Aam Aadmi Party or people at large would have expected this swift action from the ED. देखिए, ये एक ऐसी पार्टी है जो बहुत ज़्यादा कैडर नहीं है पार्टी का, मगर उनको थिएटरेटिक्स करने के लिए आते हैं, उनको नाटक करने आते हैं. अगर कहीं जरा भी उनको ऐसा लग रहा होता कि ये हो सकता है, तो प्रोबेबली जिस समय ईडी की टीम आई थी, टीवी विजुअल्स वर दैट देयर वाज नॉट इवन अ सिंगल पार्टी कार्यकर्ता आउटसाइड हिज रेजिडेंस, नॉट इवन मिनिस्टर्स और एनीबडी एल्स. इट वाज ओनली द पुलिस स्टाफ व्हिच वाज देयर. अगर उनको ये एक्सपेक्टेड होता कि ईडी इतना स्विफ्ट एक्शन लेगा, तो प्रोबेबली उन्होंने अपने यहाँ पर अपने कार्यकर्ताओं का, नेताओं का एक बड़ा जमावड़ा इकट्ठा किया हुआ होता. तो मुझे लगता है कि दे वुड हैव बीन एक्सपेक्टिंग कि ईडी 22 तारीख तक वेट करेगा, 22 अप्रैल तक जो नेक्स्ट डेट है, और बीच में शायद अरविंद केजरीवाल जी एक दिन शहीद बन के अपना हाथ ऊपर वेव करते हुए नेक्स्ट समन से पहले शायद ईडी ऑफिस भीड़ इकट्ठी करके जाएंगे, क्योंकि दैट मेक्स अ मीडिया ऑप्टिक्स. इलेक्शन का टाइम है और वो अपने आप को शहीद होता हुआ दिखाना चाहेंगे, और इसलिए कुल मिलाकर के मुझे ये नहीं लगता कि अभी तुरंत आज ही उनका अरेस्ट होगा। हो जाए तो कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है, परंतु संभावना थोड़ी सी कम है कि आज उनका अरेस्ट होगा। दूसरी बात, एक बात और देखिए, दिल्ली के मुख्यमंत्री हैं, पंजाब में भी उनकी सरकार है और थंपिंग मेजोरिटी के साथ सरकार है दोनों जगह पर, दिल्ली में भी और वहां भी। वोट परसेंटेज 50% से ऊपर है दोनों जगहों पर और उनके चुनाव में। तो
जी जी
और जो बाहर लोग, जनता भीड़ इकट्ठी हुई है, वो शायद उंगलियों पे गिनने लायक है। अभी आप गिन सकते हो, टीवी कैमरा के फ्रेम में जितने लोग आ रहे हैं उतने ही लोग। तो Adwaita, you can mute others also, yaar.
Someone's
This is not
partying
fair. You
clearly,
only muted
Advaita. Is
me.
this allowed?
Because party is
But,
spilling it in the
but
party
Advaita
chat
Kara,
now.
I just want to say something.
How is this
Don't
allowed?
try to tell us about people waiting. You know, you keep people waiting for weeks, weekends, everything. You're not bothered. And we join 5 minutes late and you say, no, 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 people are waiting. Please join, please join.
because you're always late, so Sandeep,
No, but
and this
you're
is and
never
you're the
there.
first one to
You
curfew
are never
signal
there.
Under
People
pressure,
wait
whenever
you're
the
in
one
show
car
Sunday,
doesn't
and
every
happen.
Sunday.
that somebody's partying in
Look
Goa.
at
Look
Suhel.
at
Suhel is
Okay,
Kejriwal.
celebrating the
okay,
arrest of
Look at Mr.
Kejriwal.
Kejriwal. He keeps the police waiting for so many weeks after weeks.
okay. Suhail, do you want to have a point to make, or are you just wanting to show us your lifestyle? Okay, he doesn't have a
He
point
is
to make. He
trolling
just
us.
wants,
He is not even
yeah, he just
listening to
wants,
what we are saying.
or maybe he's celebrating. That's what could be
Yeah, that's what
possibly
I
happening.
said earlier.
The calling
My
took it
first
away
comment is
from
he
the
is
top
celebrating
because he said
Kejriwal's
last time
arrest
it was
in advance.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Suhel
Yeah.
Sethji, you are celebrating
Seth,
Arvind Kejriwal's arrest.
who's speaking? No, wait, I'll just kick the button. Come. Yeah, who's this? Who's this? Who's saying Suhailji? Who?
Okay, Suhail,
You are
Someone's
Kejriwal
celebrating.
calling.
will be arrested tonight as you party.
No, see, I'm not partying. It's all, everyone is above 70, other than me, and we're all celebrating Navroz,
That is
which is
Ah,
a
called
okay.
partying
Parsi New
only,
Year.
na? But that's partying, right?
Hey, listen, when I need your advice, I'll rattle your cage. Oh, I'm with PM, I'm with Rahul, I'm with this, I'm with that. Genta Sala. Babaji ka thullu.
You're poor Shantanu. He called me up and he's so rattled.
Okay, listen, let's get on to a serious kind of thing, okay?
Yeah,
The
I
way
yeah.
don't
you
have
were
Let's
time
do.
for
looking
this
at
shit.
Shantanu, it looks like you were kind of besotted. Some
Okay,
kind of.
Sandeep, Sandeep, you can take your angst offline.
Has a guy been arrested?
No, but
Process is on.
it's looking like
ED
it
is
might
still
happen
inside.
tonight.
ED is still
No, so
inside.
you're like Pallavi Ghosh. Everything premature. जब arrest होगा
No,
तब
no,
show
no. My
करो.
predictions are usually very good, and I happen to know how the ED works.
Boss, can I be
So,
honest with you, Advaita? We are so
yeah.
fond of you. You have never got anything right in your life. Nothing.
What
You've not
nonsense!
been able to
What
predict
nonsense!
anything.
What nonsense!
It's a fact.
I'm telling you,
You're
I'm
the
good at
most
predicting.
predictably unpredictable predictor
So,
of prediction.
Okay,
yeah.
we are here for
Pallavi
Kejriwal.
Ghosh, are you on the way to Kejriwal's house or where are you headed in your Innova?
I'm going back into my house and it's not an Innova, it's a Harrier.
Okay, Harrier,
Hey,
but
you're not going to Kejriwal's
people,
house, Pallavi?
Why should I go there?
No, are you banned from there as well?
Suhail, people
No,
are calling you the Rahul Gandhi of the Sunday Club, looking at your social life.
They can't be calling me that. Whoever's calling me that is an idiot. So forget them or him or her.
Hmm.
They must be calling Pallavi. She was the one with Rahul Gandhi, not me.
Oh, he
Pallavi,
has.
they said
Wait, guys.
This
Okay.
Pallavi is a freedom
What
he
did
fighter.
I
has
She'll
tell
been
fight
you?
for any
arrested.
meal that's free.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you?
He has been arrested.
That's what they're saying.
Okay, his wife is calling me. His wife is calling me.
Don't.
There is no news as of now that he has been arrested.
Listen
Devyanshu,
to good
that's so
music, enjoy
nice.
life. ये तो साला होता ही रहेगा.
Arrested. Okay, there are more people saying arrested. Tripti is saying arrested.
He's been arrested. Arrested. Sure,
The
sure.
wolf is
Kazam
saying
karo
arrested.
siapa.
Yeah.
Okay, darling.
He's been
I
Okay.
love you all.
arrested. Yeah, our
Bye.
reporters also confirming he's been
Bye,
arrested.
Suhel. What, Pallavi?
Our reporter confirms that he has been arrested.
Right, guys. So when I say something, folks, understand, I
Advaita,
know
I
what I'm
always
talking about.
believe you more than I believe Suhel. But anyway, let's get back. So this is the
Absolutely.
right
I
day
mean,
to have the topic.
But before we get started, I must, Advaita, appreciate your new hairstyle, the coloring and everything which
I
you did
wanted to
that
tell
day.
you that Advaita is
Looking
actually very nice. You're looking very nice. But can we
better
talk
than
about that
Pallavi's
later?
are we
hairstylist.
even interested in the topic, Rajiv ji? I mean,
Who is
I'm trying to give us a serious image because I have received feedback that we are considered very non-serious. So that is why I want. Now there's Abhijit Iyer Mitra is also here. God, on the chat. When you don't send them a link, then they're on the chat. So then I have to send
You
them a
get him
link.
in. You get him in.
My God.
He has been arrested. Atishi is speaking that Arvind has been arrested.
Will Atishi be CM? That's the other thing. Who's CM now?
No, no,
Atishi?
no, 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 no. No, 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 no. He have already the Ramnivas Goyal, the Speaker of the House, वो अभी बोल रहे थे थोड़ी देर पहले कि अरविंद केजरीवाल जेल से ही सरकार चलाएंगे और हम जेल से सरकार चला के दिखाएंगे. वैसे भी आधी कैबिनेट आउट ऑफ 7 मिनिस्टर्स 3 आर इन जेल नाउ.
My God. And this and Kavita, I think Kavita going into being arrested was, I think, a big indication that they're coming for Kejriwal next. And Rajiv ji, you're right. They are very good at the dramatics, but they've not been able to pull that off this time around. So that was another reason why I thought the arrest was imminent, because the moment they put the arrest off for another day, there could be a serious law and order issue. So it just made more practical sense to, if they were going to do it, to go ahead and do it today. And obviously, they have some very good information on hand for them to make
No,
this move. Sandip, please
Advaita,
go ahead.
I think, uh, Delhi is half state and police is not with the state government. So I don't think they will be able to make a serious law and order kind of situation in Delhi. I don't think so. They don't have cadre. They have the people who are voting for them for electricity, water, and free electricity, water, and all that. There may be few sporadic events here or there, but I don't think they are going to, make a
those
big issue of law
those
and
sporadic events will also be engineered. It is not going to be spontaneous.
yeah, it will be engineered by their leaders. They have the corporation, they have the corporators, they have the MLAs, and now they have four candidates for the MP already declared. So probably they will like to engineer few events. I don't think there will be any spontaneity.
It'll be interesting to watch how
So you think
Congress responds to it. Whether Congress, kind of jumps in to say, yeah, look at this, what they're doing to the opposition, or Congress also says, in this case, yes, this had to happen. It hona hi tha. That I think Congress will be in a greater dilemma. And only person who can comment in Congress is Pallavi Ghosh. Nobody understands Congress better than her.
Pallavi, I want to
Pallavi,
even ask you this. And Sandeep also, do you think Raghav Chadda is cancelling his ticket back to India from London? Because there's been a lot of chatter about him being there.
He have gone
Pallavi?
for some medical treatment. I don't think he'll be coming
No,
back.
he's gone for a retina thing. But see, Raghav Chadha also, there were murmurs of allegation against him as a Delhi jail board thing is concerned. But if you notice his pattern, I mean, not for any of us to insinuate, but if you notice his pattern, I would say in the last 1 month or so, he has been largely silent. Now, see, everyone is asking this question that why will they arrest him? Voted boomerang. There are Lok Sabha elections coming up and there are 7 seats up for grabs and so on and so forth. See, for someone to carry on the work of Arvind Kejriwal to mobilize the cadre, there is no one left actually. The ones who could have done it are actually inside. For example, a Sisodia or a Sanjay Singh, Atishi Mala or a Raghav Chadha. The cadre will never ever accept them completely. You know, there was a sense of detachment among them. So that anyone who could have done it was Kejriwal, and he's not going to be around, and he's going to be in for a very, very long time. So an Atishi or a Saurabh Bharadwaj or a Raghav Chadha, even if they become the CM or they take over, they cannot do the job of the cadre going out on the streets. I think that's what going to start happening. The cadre will start splitting up, after some time they go away. So
Yeah.
I don't see this as a huge opportunity for AAP to play a victim card, because minus a Kejriwal, Sisodia and a Sanjay Singh, it's going to be very, very difficult. It's a party which is driven by one personality. They have not been able to build up the cadre. He doesn't trust people also, no? That's
No,
also
he's
a problem.
built it like that. Do you remember there was a whole bunch of people in the beginning, but he's built it into a one man party. That's his.
Yeah.
That's been his aim
The
all
level
along.
of
And now,
trust. So,
But
for
Pallavi,
example,
you have activists like your ex-bosses and colleagues. Rajiv Sardesa is going to jump in. Savan Naqvi is going to jump in. All of them are going to now
but
rally.
the cadre is different. The crowd. See,
But they
whatever
can't
you
mobilize
say,
people on the ground. Any of these can't mobilize people on the ground. They
the
can
cadre
just
is
sit
not
on their YouTube channel
going
and
to
speak.
fight. Frankly speaking, for example, if suppose the Gandhis are picked up, it's an old party. There will be people out on the streets. Even for Mamata Banerjee, if she's picked up, there are going to be people out on the streets for some time. Even if Abhishek Banerjee is picked up, there are going to be people out on the streets. That cadre will be galvanized. For him, everyone who could have done it is already inside. People in the AAP are not very fond of Atishi. They always found her arrogant. Now they'll say, why should we listen to you? So it's going to be a problem for them. See, there were many in the Congress party, Advaita, who were of the opinion and who didn't want to have an alliance with AAP. And one of the logic they gave was, apart from the fact that AAP is going to grow at the cost of the Congress and has been, their argument is that we know the system. There is a watertight case which is there against Kejriwal himself. Now the Congress party is going to look as a party which has been siding with all those allies who are very close to them, like a DMK and now this one up, who are corrupt or there's severe corruption charges against them. So India front is going to look that. For the BJP from now onwards, and every time the Congress steps out now to defend Kejriwal, it's only going to build up this narrative. Look, I mean, yesterday when the PM was speaking at our event, he was talking about the fact that पहले जो लोग पूछते थे कि ये इन अमीर लोगों को, इन powerful लोगों को ईडी पकड़ती क्यों नहीं है? अब the same rich people are asking कि ये ईडी हमें क्यों पकड़ रही है? That's the narrative which is going to be pushed by the BJP and the Prime Minister.
and if the Congress had stuck to their message, Rajiv ji and Sandip, that this was somebody who was going after Sheila Dikshit, accusing her of all kinds of corruptions, counting the air conditioners in her house, and saying that people needed to be jailed. That tweet is also going viral of his from 2013. Now, Congress has had such a mixed response, at least in Delhi, to AAP and their alleged corruptions, that now, I mean, what can they say? It's another missed opportunity where they could have taken the high ground in light of these circumstances.
Congress will just get further confused, na? It's confusion compounded. They will now try to side with AAP. Once they have called them corrupt, Congress is going to be as mixed up as they are on Hinduism about corruption. They will come through as an utterly confused party on everything on earth, from corruption to Hinduism to economics to the rest of it. I think that's I don't think we need to bother about Congress. What we need to see how this is going to impact the BJP, if at all, in terms of boomerang backlash or whatever you want to say. What happens to Congress, I think, is immaterial.
Professor, is this how vindictive is this getting? Because that's the standard kind of response that you will get from all the parties. So even if no one comes out in support of Kejriwal, because as Pallavi is saying that there is a very strong case against him, uh, but people will come out with the whole vendetta politics, etc. The sort of generic statements.
Look, this talk about vindictiveness is basically a very good attempt to push the goalposts in your favor. The question is, are you guilty of corrupt practices or not? If not, come forward, challenge the government to arrest you, and then face it out in court. The moment you say, and this has been going on for quite some time, this goalpost pushing was also tried by a former editor of the Indian Express who now who edits an online newspaper vis-a-vis Lalu Prasad Yadav. Lalu Prasad Yadav was found guilty. And this person wrote editorial saying, यार लालू के साथ कुछ ज्यादा ही हो रहा है. So this is something that I have noticed. Very mainstream editors have tried with respect to opposition figures that when it comes to corruption, they basically say, यार इसको इतना push करने की जरूरत नहीं है. This is goalpost shifting at its worst, and I think we should be on the lookout for it. If Arvind Kejriwal has indeed indulged in corruption, let him stand up and basically take it like a man. But I want to come to something else that Sandip said, and you talked about how will it affect the Congress. Where I am looking
The
at, I think
BJP.
Congress has
The BJP.
Congress has everything to the BJP. And I'm looking at the Congress. The Congress has
Bro.
everything to gain. Why? You see, I believe in Delhi, Congress plus AAP, even if they went into a coalition, they wouldn't do much anyway. All the seats would have gone to the BJP. When it comes to Punjab, who is your main rival? It's AAP. Let us face it, as of now, the BJP, even with the help of the Akali Dal, will be side players, marginal players. So your main adversary in Punjab is weakened. So you gain in Punjab. In Delhi, you won't have won anyway. So in that sense, I think the Congress gains. But when it comes to the atmospherics, what do you say? Look, what has the Congress been saying? It's been confusion throughout. It's confusion even now. They will basically be happy that Arvind Kejriwal is going in, but they will make the usual sounds about democracy being pushed back and so on and so forth. And I think we'll have to live with that. But I'm not too sure
It's already coming. It's already coming. Rajiv Sardesai is blaming PMLA Act and calling it draconian.
Yeah, you see, the question is the following. Before Rajiv Sardesai, the usual suspects that once crowded NDTV are now doing it for Al Jazeera. So this will go on. I don't think we have to basically take this very seriously. What's going to happen to democracy and all that. This is something that will not bother with the BJP much, but the Congress, I believe, has to gain. But when it comes to mobilizing the street cadre and all that sort of a thing, let me tell you one. For other parties, this would be an opportunity to mobilize the street cadre and do something rough. AAP does not play rough politics in that sense. Elements of AAP did play very rough politics in 2019. And I think since 2019, what they did during the CAA riots, I think certain lessons have been taught, both unofficially as well as officially. So they are not going to repeat that again anytime soon.
But is that something we can take for granted that they're not going to play rough? Because right now the police is obviously expecting some issues. They've built up police presence. They've made barricading section after section. Our workers are already there. They're saying that we're going to lie down on the ground. I heard one lady say we are ready to, go to any extent to prevent this from happening. So it is quite a volatile situation.
Okay.
These are all dramatics.
These are drama.
जो भी हो, the
ड्रामा है.
police
अपने आप को हाईलाइट करने के लिए लोग राजनीति में बहुत कुछ करते हैं. द्वैता, ये तो बहुत गाड़ी के आगे लेट जाते हैं लोग, और जैसे ही गाड़ी थोड़ी सी 4 इंच आगे बढ़ती है तो भागकर 4 फुट दूर जाकर के खड़े हो जाते हैं. So this is not that they are going to do here anything.
This sounds like something AIM would do.
I want to add.
Pallavi,
जो भी किया है.
For a change, let me tell you what I'm eating. I'm eating puishak and tangra mache jhol with begun, bodi and jhinge. Can you imagine?
Sandeep, this is supposed to be a serious show. Ek to you people make it frivolous and then you complain when people come and tell you that it's frivolous. This is so rude.
Yeah.
Someone is drinking
I never
coffee.
do this, yeah. No, I just sacrifice my dinner to come for the fact that
You haven't. You're having your dinner. You haven't
Acha, have your dinner.
sacrificed. Sacrifice means you're not having dinner. You are.
No, I
राजीव जी
came.
आप राजीव जी आप कुछ बता रहे थे
Acha, Rajiv ji,
यार
I
ये
want to
डिनर तो
ask you.
डिस्कस हो जाए उसके बाद बताता हूँ।
नहीं आप बता दीजिए डिनर हो गया है
नहीं मैं देखिए दिल्ली में जो आम आदमी पार्टी और कांग्रेस का कोलिएशन है वो कांग्रेस के सेंट्रल कमांड या हाई कमांड उसके प्रेशर में है। लोकल कांग्रेसीज दे डोंट वांट टू गो विद देम, दे हैव जस्ट फाउट द कॉर्पोरेशन इलेक्शन एंड दे नो 2025 दे हैव टू फाइट देम वंस अगेन। 2025 में स्टेट का इलेक्शन है, विधानसभा का इलेक्शन है, वो उसमें इनको भी मालूम है कि अरविंद केजरीवाल की पार्टी कांग्रेस के साथ किसी तरह का कोई कोलिएशन नहीं करने वाली है। पंजाब में वो विनिंग पोजीशन में है तो उन्होंने कोलिएशन नहीं किया है कांग्रेस के साथ, बिकॉज भगवंत मान थिंक्स ही कैन सेल दी आम आदमी पार्टी थ्रू द इलेक्शन। और 2025 में भी उनको मालूम है कांग्रेस को कि अरविंद केजरीवाल उनके साथ कोलिशन नहीं करेगा, कॉर्पोरेशन के चुनाव में नहीं किया था, इस कारण से कांग्रेस कुछ सीटें जीत गई। और अगर ये 2025 में भी कोलिशन नहीं करती है तो कांग्रेस कुछ सीट जीत सकती है, जहां है वहां से आगे बढ़ सकती है। ये कांग्रेस को बिल्कुल स्पष्ट है। तो मुझे नहीं लगता कि इस अरेस्ट में कांग्रेस कोई भी रोल प्ले करेगी। I mean, they are not going to come on the streets. Even if they want to come on the streets, they are not left with any organization. They have nothing on the ground now.
Rajiv ji. Yeah, but I want to ask you about BJP, because the BJP unit in Delhi is always criticized for being somnolent, for not really being out there, for not really being active or being able to even win. Do you think that something will happen to them now? Will they get a shot in the arm? Will they get rejuvenated? I don't know. I mean, is this what they needed?
But before that, Advaita, Rajiv ji, I'll ask her, what is going to be Ajay Maken's reaction to this? Ajay Maken was always against Kejriwal. Now he is being caught in a bind. Won't he be caught in a bind on this?
It will be interesting to see what is really going to be the Congress's structured response to it. One or two already have started saying that, look how it has been a political witch hunt. See, the only way the Congress can survive in Delhi even now, and see, this is the only place where there has been a successful outside of the usual allies of the Congress party, where the alliance has been fixed up. In Delhi, there actually is an alliance between AAP and the Congress. So now what will happen is, the earlier plan was that many of these seats, 3 to 4 seats, which the Congress was going to be contesting from, I think 2 to 3 seats actually, there would have been joint campaigns of, say, a Kejriwal and AAP and the Congress leaders. What happens now? That political witch hunt narrative, will it really work? Because on the other hand, you have 7 sitting MPs or 7 seats of the BJP over here. They are going to be, building up this entire narrative, corrupt log sab aa rahe hain. Second thing is, and I don't know the numbers, but lots of people will tell me if Kejriwal has not done anything wrong, then what stopped him from going? Ek baar to chale jate. And the second thing I say, in the last 2 to 3 days, the way he's running to court, and like today also his plea was, I will go to ED if you give me an assurance that I'll not be arrested. It doesn't look like the same Kejriwal who projected himself as a tiger and as a lion. Ki main kisi se darta nahi hu. It looked like a Kejriwal who is scared, who's running away. All of this is a mindset. Let's not forget that.
Yes.
And in a personality-driven party,
and there's a certain, yeah, Pallavi, and also there is a certain entitlement, right? Like which ordinary citizen could get away with not answering one after one 9 summons and then being petulant about it. I mean, you've had everyone from Bachchan to Aishwarya Rai to Robert Vadra. All of these people have turned up when they've been summoned. So what gave Kejriwal the right to kind of act like he's too big or he's too good for that?
Or he's too afraid of it.
That's probably the real reason, frankly.
I think it's a mixture of hubris, bravura, and also brazenness. If you look at the milieu that has been created, at least in parts of the media, He could shoot a person on the street, and if you arrest him, there'll be somebody to say that the victimization is going on. ऐसा कुछ नहीं हो, ये तो होता रहता है, why have you arrested him? So look, at the end of the day, let us face it, his advertising budget, in a sense, supports several media houses. He may not have money to pay the salaries of college teachers in Delhi, but he has sufficient money to promote a lot of media houses through his massive advertising campaign. And in that sense, he gets a very, very good media. Let's face it. So, given that, I'm not surprised that he is basically doing what he's doing. How is he different from other members of the opposition who are also corrupt? Except that he's more articulate, and luckily for him, he faces an opposition party, BJP, which is not as nimble, say, as the BJP would have liked it to be. So, in the presence of an opposition party which is always flat-footed, which is stodgy, sclerotic, at least the Delhi unit is, he's been doing whatever he wanted to do because he had a free run. Now, fate has caught up to him from another angle. You see, it's not the Delhi BJP which has basically led him to this. Fate has caught up to him from another angle, and he does not know how to fight this.
No, they have moved the Supreme Court also. I think they have submitted an online petition for early hearing of their
Yeah.
Submitted it by
petition in
midnight,
Supreme Court also.
but court has not agreed. So court is saying we'll hear it only in the morning. But unlikely the Supreme Court will want to get into this now.
Let's see what happens. The Supreme Court have acted very unpredictably over the last few years.
The
Let's see
ED
what
has
happens.
actually got, the ED actually has been very sharp on this front. What they've really got swooped in, one would say, because they've been waiting since September and sending summon after summon. I think the moment the High Court came in and said that we're not going to get into this, the ED wasted no time. They sent their people over and said, let's get this done. So and of course, arresting him does not necessarily mean, though, and please correct me if I'm wrong, that they found anything incriminating. It could also be the fact that he's not cooperating and answering their questions or giving information or submitting electronic devices. Though that could also be the reason for the
No,
arrest.
Advaita, there are news reports
submitted an
which
FIR
show.
and all of that. They say they have incriminating evidence against him. And they're also
Okay.
saying that K. Kavita's arrest also happened a few days back. So K. Kavita, and she had very close equations, and she was a kind of a kingpin along with Kejriwal. Now all of them are inside in the same case. Manish Sisodia, Sanjay Singh, K. Kavita, Kejriwal, they'll all be confronted. And I'm sure the ED has a very watertight case. At least that's what the ED is claiming. That all that evidence will start coming out. They already have, but now to even more so. Do not pick up a CM that easily, It's not an easy call to take, actually.
Yeah, some of our viewers are saying that he's not been arrested.
There are reports that ED have shown the evidences to the judges in their chamber. They have not put it on record in High Court. They have shown the evidences to the judges in their chambers. So this is one thing. So second is, there are chances that Kavita may turn into an government approver. If that happens, so
then he's done.
The Trimurti, all four of them, Sanjay Singh, Manish Sisodia, Satyendra Jain, and Arvind Kejriwal, they are in big trouble if she turns to be approver. And there are chances that she may turn as an approver in this case. And officially, it has not been announced yet that Kejriwal has been arrested.
I totally agree with Mr. Tuli.
I want to make that point that it has not been announced by the ED that he has been arrested. These are media reports that are saying arrested. It might also possibly be that they are taking him to the ED office for further questioning. And that's what's happening right now. And it's not an arrest because they want to question him in the ED office, because that way they can confront him with other witnesses. They can present documents which
Yeah.
they want answers to, which will not be accessible in his residence. So
So to, yeah,
let's just wait and see.
yeah,
Yeah,
he wanted to be interrogated, investigated at home. The
in his
ED
home.
team told him that you cannot do it here, you have to come to ED office. However, it hasn't stopped people from tweeting. So just now, as we speak, Priyanka Gandhi Vagra has already tweeted saying that this is ridiculous. With elections round the corner, you have picked up a sitting CM and arrested him. This is political witch hunt. So that defense has begun. So I think the Congress line is very clear. They will stand by Kejriwal. I think ED office is gone, and that's when if they arrest, they'll show that arrest.
He's already, has he left his residence? Is that
Yeah, yeah,
uh,
yeah.
Yeah.
But that will be a twist in the tail, Pallavi. If ED says we have not arrested him, we've only taken him for interrogation, then Priyanka Gandhi will have to, eat an humble pie.
No, absolutely not. She'll say it is my tweet that got him out of prison. Nobody eats humble pie out here. They have all the
Someone is
versions. That
eating here. Sandip, can you stop
I,
eating?
I'm eating for a change. You
Can
people
you stop?
eat,
Can you
you
stop?
sleep,
Been
you
eating.
people snooze, you people do whatever. I don't want to get into that. I'm for a change eating because I'm an old man. I have to eat my dinner in time. Okay, bye. I'm not,
huh?
not bye, carry on. I'll join.
What?
Pallavi, I don't drink vodka out of a water bottle like you do.
This is water.
Okay, so I think on that happy note, where we have now it decided that both Pallavi and Sandeep are only drinking water, and Suhel, I don't
Advaita,
know what
I
he
have
was saying.
had dinner. Someone on this show has been having only dinner and not been contributing.
I don't get paid to contribute. Yeah, the fact that I'm making an appearance itself is enough contribution.
Oh,
And I
thank you.
told
We
you
are
इंडी
what
इंडी
so,
इंडी
I
अलायंस का
told you
इंडी
what I
अलायंस
was
का कोई
eating. I
नेता
was
आया
eating
क्या अभी तक केजरीवाल के घर पे?
puishak. Do you know Pallavi this whole
इंडी
limerick?
अलायंस का कोई नेता पहुंचा क्या हमको
Din
लेने?
din tak tor ma redeche puishak tui dite thak ami khede thaki.
okay.
Only professor understood. I kind of understood, and I don't know.
you're Pravashi. But listen, this someone is actually saying people are drooling at Sandeep. So I think this has been a good night for him. And
People are drooling at the food Sandeep is having.
Thank God.
Let
oh,
Oh,
okay, okay.
yes.
Sandeep gets
अच्छा राजीव जी आप कुछ कहने
misconception.
वाले थे राजीव जी कुछ कह दीजिए वो कह
हाँ,
रहे राजीव
मैं केवल एक बात और पूछ रहा हूँ कि कोई ये इंडी अलायंस का कोई भी लीडर अरविंद केजरीवाल के घर पे पहुंचा क्या अभी इस सारे ड्रामा के बीच में? It is quite
नहीं,
an time, about 2 hours of drama being played. Nobody
कोई
reached
नहीं
him.
गया.
So this is the state of their. This is only a philosophical kind of alliance, and nobody. No, anchor is also eating now, so you can't speak.
राजीव जी देखिए ना, सिर्फ आप, मैं, प्रोफेसर तो खा के बैठे हैं. सिर्फ आप,
हाँ.
मैं ना पूरा सुबह से निकली हूँ काम से. मैं ना डिनर भी नहीं की, कुछ भी नहीं की. लास्ट खाना मैंने खाया था 5 बजे, वो भी यूएस एम्बेसी में, छोटा मोटा. एंड इनको
You have to
देखो.
mention the US embassy thing, yeah. Why did you
she
have
had
to say US
mentioned the
embassy?
US embassy yeah
Now you're putting in this thing. Are you on Langley Pay?
wow can someone get on Langley Pay that's a good
Of course. There's so many people on Langley Pay.
are you
Yeah.
serious hey we
Of
need to
course.
do a show on that
You've not been offered.
no
Not
This
me
is
either.
you get
wow
paid from all sides. Yeah, everybody has. That's your problem in
so how
life.
do you get on this
Most people
Langley
think
Pay
you get paid for by Amit Malviya, who doesn't even pay you a single penny. Everybody thinks that I get paid 2 rupees a tweet.
Okay, fine. Thank you, everybody. We're going to come back again this week as things hot up, and we'll be more regular as we get closer towards the election. And of course,
Is
it's a
that a
huge.
promise or a threat, Advaita? Make it clear.
Both,
Is a
both.
promise
There's
or
a
a threat?
promise and a threat. And also, Langley, if you're watching, call me maybe.
Langley, you have to give their line. You have to then follow
Huh.
certain Langley people's line. We'll tell you offline on private chat what's the kind of
Okay.
line you need to take.
And
If
you have to get Guru Pattni to confirm
make
on
up
the
your
line.
mind whether you
You
need
have
a Langley line or you need a Beijing line or you need a Islamabad line or you need a Moscow line.
So obviously, Langley must be paying the most, right?
Why? Why
Beijing,
do you assume American
Beijing.
economy is not doing that
Huh?
that well?
No, professors agreeing. Langley pays the
No,
most.
Beijing.
Beijing? Are you
Yeah.
serious? Oh,
Yeah.
that ship has sailed. There's no retrieving that.
So you can get Guru
Depending
Pattni
where you
from there.
are, where professor is, Beijing pays more.
We
In
are still
Delhi,
live. You show have ended, or you are chatting among yourselves.
Acha chalo bhaiya. Thank you, everybody. We know he's arrested, and do watch us, and we're done. Thank you. Sorry, we should have ended the stream, but thanks.
Pallavi,
Bye.
this is